The following is a special Wayne Hills Television sports presentation.
Hello and welcome to the Ice Vault Arena right here in Wayne, New Jersey, as we are getting you set for the quarterfinal matchup between the Paramus Catholic Paladins and your Wayne hockey team. I am Noah Sandler alongside Danny Conturso for tonight's matchup right here on Wayne Hills TV. So let's take a look at the bracket for this Big North Silver Cup. So Wayne is 6-12-3 on the year, and Paramus Catholic is 3-16-2. These two teams haven't seen each other since 2016, when Wayne beat Paramus Catholic by a score of 2-1. But since it's a league tournament, these teams are going to see each other again tonight in this quarterfinal round. The Paramus Catholic Paladins beat Indian Hills on Wednesday by a score of 4-3 to get to this game. Now, Danny, who's your key player for tonight's game?
I mean, Josh Bungie has 7 goals, he has 15 assists, and he has 30 points. I mean, both those combined, I mean, what a great career he has right now for Indian Hills right now. So I'm excited what he does tonight.
Yeah, and you can see he is all over the game. He has, with his 23 assists on the year, he is a great all-around player, but not as much of a shooter like a player like Michael Brogna, but hopefully we'll see a good game out of him. He is one of the captains of this team. And now your starting goalie for Wayne is senior Kareem Rafai. His save percentage is around 86%. He's averaging 3.45 goals per game. He's been splitting the time with himself and Torella, but he'll be getting the start in goal tonight, and he is a senior as well. So that's going to wrap things up for our pregame show, but we will be back for all of the action right here in just a few moments. And looking for some action here is Ntansa, and Ntansa takes a shot, and he scores! Wayne Hills for the win! From number 4, Logan Ntansa, just 30 seconds into this overtime period. What a way to get the win.
His 3rd goal on the season, started out the game leading the team in assists. We knew this man was great on the offensive end, able to use that speed. Wayne Hills track legend does it again.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Ice Bowl in Wayne, New Jersey, for tonight's Big North Silver Cup quarterfinal matchup between the 9 seed Paramus Catholic Paladins and your number 1 seed Wayne hockey team. Tonight's contest is being conducted according to the rules of the NJSIAA. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated, could subject the violator to ejection, and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. It is expected that all spectators will demonstrate good sportsmanship and will do nothing to jeopardize the safety or comfort of the players, coaches, officials, or other spectators. Thank you and enjoy the game. First, let's introduce the starting lineup for the visiting Paladins. Forward, number 21, Zachary Taylor. Forward, number 26, Michael Gugliotta. Forward, number 13, Nathan Clack. Defenseman, number 24, Alan McGee. Defenseman, number 93, Chris Kobayashi. And the goaltender, number 16, Madison Cotta. And the Paladins are coached by Alex Fleischman, assistant coaches Kevin O'Hara, Chris Dunn, and Jackie McKenna. Once again, the Paramus Catholic Paladins. And now for your Wayne hockey team starting lineup. Forward, number 24, Brandon Kindler. Forward, number 72, Nate Ashkenazi. Forward, number 32, Joey Capizano. Defenseman, number 19, Chris Wolfson. Defenseman, number 21, Alex Shipline. And the goaltender, number 29, Kareem Rafai. And Wayne is coached by Justin Lischio, assistant coaches David Learn and Nate Nussbaum. Once again, your Wayne hockey team. Now, ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
And now welcome back to the Ice Vault as we are getting you set for tonight's quarterfinal round of the league matchup between the Paramus Catholic Paladins and your Wayne hockey team. Again, I am Noah Sandler alongside Danny Conturso for tonight's matchup. So Danny, what do you think of tonight's game?
I mean, both teams coming in with pretty low records right now, but it's not something they're hoping for. But this is sectional. This is sectional rounds, so they're trying to win this. Both these teams are trying to win this one, trying to advance to the second one.
And that second round game would be coming up on this coming Wednesday night. And now taking the opening faceoff is going to be Capizano along with Clack. And this faceoff is won back by the Wayne hockey team as they dump it into the offensive zone. Starting goalie tonight for Paramus Catholic is going to be Madison Kata. And again, for Wayne hockey, it's going to be Kareem Rafai as an early whistle is blown. And this faceoff is won back by Wayne. Fighting for it now is Clack. And the defensive zone for Wayne. This is cleared out of the zone by Capizano. They would have an on-man rush if they worked quickly, but they were unable to. Now here's Clack on it. He takes a shot, and that goes wide of the goal. First shot of the game from either team. Now fighting for it on the far corner of the ice and looking to clear it out. And that's able to be dumped up the board to now. A whistle is blown. Capizano almost had a breakaway there.
Looks like it was called for icing right there.
Faceoff will be in the defensive zone for Wayne. It'll be the captain, Josh Vespuncher, to take the faceoff against the senior, Nathan Klatt. And they're going to call Spuncher out of the circle. That faceoff won back by Wayne. That was Matt Smith, and now that's dumped into the offensive zone. Now chasing after it is number 17, Michael Brogna, but icing is the call. Faceoff again going to be on the defensive zone for Wayne. It'll be Spuncher again to attempt to win it back. Now a change being made. Now taking the faceoff for Paramus Catholic is going to be Zach Taylor. Faceoff won back by Sponge, and that'll go back to Shepline. Alex Shepline on the puck now, looking to clear it out of the zone. Unable to. That goes back out to the point to Maggi, and now fighting for it right behind the net. Coming out victorious in that battle was Chris Wolfson, and now they're still looking to clear it out. Now on the far corner of the ice, here is Shepline on it. He's with some nice position. He'll send it back around his own goal over to his fellow defenseman, Chris Wolfson. Now passed up the ice to Spongin, and now dumped into the offensive zone back around the boards. Here is Michael Brogna on it, unable to maintain possession of that puck. Now here is Paramus Catholic looking to come the other way. Here is Clack, and he lost the puck on that play, and now he is down injured. A hard hit was delivered in the center of the ice. No penalty was called, and he is hurt. The coach of Paramus Catholic was not happy with the call on that play. There was a hard hit delivered, but the refs did not see it.
I would agree with them. His player got hit really hard. So let's see what they can come up here with either penalty box.
That was Nathan Clack. In this season, he has 13 goals, 19 assists, and 32 total points. We'll see if a penalty is assessed, but nothing was called on the ice, and play went on until Clack was down and injured. So the ref's now talking with the bench of Wayne.
Wow, whistles in the first 2 minutes here. I mean, three call for icing and one either for a penalty box or no penalty.
They're still talking this one over, deciding what the call is going to be. But when there's no penalty called in the heat of the game and then you only stop it because of that injury, you can't really call something after the fact because play went on and it only stopped because he was down and injured.
Well, it looks like Marco Bragna is in the penalty box for 2 minutes now.
So Bragna will serve 2 minutes, but that was a very delayed penalty call, and Coach Lucio is still looking for an explanation on that. So Wayne Hockey to go on the early kill in this game.
I mean, Wayne's hungry. I mean, they want to advance to the second round of the sectionals.
So now on the kill is Wayne. Taking the face off is going to be Spongin along with Taylor. His face-off is won back by Spongin. He'll look to clear it out, and he's able to. Great job to get it out of the zone. Here's Alan Maggie on it. And now to bring it up the ice the other way, it's going to be Kobayashi as he'll dump it in. It'll go around the goal now. Here is Rapparelli on it. Looking to clear it out, unable to now. That goes back out to the point. And a nice block there. Spongin still looking to clear it out, and he's able to. Great job by Josh Spongin putting in that extra effort. Now fighting for the puck behind the net of Paramus Catholic, and the Paladins with nice possession will clear it out. Still looking to get something going. Kobayashi now dumps it in. Chasing after it is going to be Rapparelli. Back around the goal. He has options. He centers it, and a nice poke check there by Rafai. And now another shot taken, and a nice save.
I mean, when you're talking about Spongin right before when he sat to the bench, it was a really nice hit so they could advance the puck to Paramus' side, but they came up unfortunately.
Face-off is won back by the Paladins. Still, they're looking to get something going here on this early power play in this league game. Now less than a minute to go on the power play, 54 seconds to be exact, and then chasing after it back next to his goalie is going to be Chris Kobayashi. Looking to set something up here. He'll bring it up the ice, passing it over to, that's a Paladin player. And now looking to clear it out. Unable to, that'll go back to the point. And now that pass is centered. Looking to get something going. Wolfson's with some nice defense, bringing the double team there.
Great puck movement by Paramus right now.
Now a hard hit delivered in his own end of the ice, and now 15 seconds to go on this power play. Paramus Catholic hasn't been able to get much going at all. Now to bring it up the ice the other way, looking to get one final push with 5 seconds. And now unable to clear it out, takes a shot, and a nice block in front of the net, and that'll go off the crossbar. Back around the goal now. Bragna back in this game. He is done serving his time, as they're now looking to still clear it out. And he'll clear it out. But that puck is met there at center ice. Now to bring it down the ice the other way is going to be Rubin. And a hard hit delivered on the near boards. Now back around the boards, here is Shepline. Alex Shepline, a star athlete for this team, and He's one of the alternate captains. Now a shot taken from the point. That's deflected and goes high. Now back around. Here's Brogna on it. Hard hit delivered on the near end boards. Here's Brogna. Look to center it, unable to. Centers it again, is sponging. Now the defense looking to clear it out of the zone. Fighting for it on the near boards. That puck is centered, but no one was home. Now that'll go back to Kornhaber. Kornhaber looking to get his first touch of the game, but it will be Belinsky to settle it down behind his own goal. He'll pass it up the ice to Matt Smith. Smith whiffed on that pass, and he gets knocked down. Here's Kornhaber. Kornhaber looking to dump it out the zone. Back out to the point. Shot taken. That goes well wide of the goal. Now pass intended there for Capizano. Unable to complete that pass. Now back and forth across the blue line with 9:42 to play in this first period. Now back out to the point. Bringing it into the offensive zone. That's centered. Unable to get his glove on the puck was Rafai. And now Wayne looking to clear it out of the zone. Now that's passed up the ice to Capizano. Now chasing after it, it's going to be Dreesy. But Paramus Catholic looking to clear it out of the zone. Now it's turned over at center ice, and Wolfson will dump it in. Now backer on the board, chasing after it. Shepline looked to center it there, was the Paladins. And now still unable to clear it out of the zone. Now coming the other way, here's Capizano. He puts a weak shot on net, nice save there. That puck is centered, no one was home. Back out to Wolfson, a slap shot and a nice save. Second opportunity, looking to score, unable to maintain possession of the puck, and now the whistle is finally blown. And now a fight is breaking out. These two teams going at it. They know how much is at stake in this game and the league tournament.
I mean, it will happen sooner or later. There's a lot of hitting. But before this 8 minutes, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of hitting going on. So I mean,
it'll be Alan Maggie, the junior, to the box. Now, Wayne Hockey will go on to the power play. They haven't had many shots on goal, only 3 in this game. They'll need to set something up. This faceoff is one back out to the point. Brockness just able to keep it in the zone. Now coming the other way, looking for a breakaway is Gugliotta. He has options on the shorthanded opportunity. Now a shot taken from the point and a nice block in front of the goal. Now it'll go back to Wolfson. Wolfson to bring it up the ice across the center line. Here's Chris Wolfson with some nice moves. And now fighting for it in front of the goal. Looking to clear it out, unable to. Here's Spongin on it. A shot taken, nice save. Back out to Burke. Burke gives it to Wolfson. Chris Wolfson, the senior. Now to dump it up the ice is Kobayashi. Now in the corner, they are fighting for the puck, and now it finally comes loose. It'll go out to a player in white. Now here's Wolfson coming the other way. He takes a shot, a nice save. Back out the point, able to keep it in, and that'll go up into the netting. Whistle is blown.
I mean, great transition by Wayne right there. I mean, pass into the middle, cut, but they came up unfortunate with the goal.
Now, face-off one back by Paramus Catholic. Still on the power play for another 45 seconds is Wayne. Now we're to go back around the goal. Looking to clear it out. Now, passed up to Burke. Still looking to get something going on this power play. Here's Matthew Burke, heavily contested there, and a hard hit delivered. But able to keep it in the zone there was Shepline. A shot taken, a nice block. Now here's Brady Dreesy to settle it down with 20 seconds to go on the power play. Pass almost intercepted there, and that'll just be covered by the goalie, Madison Cotta. Both teams will make a line change. It'll be Spungen to take the face-off for Wayne, along with Rapparelli of the Paladins. This face-off is won back by Wayne. Able to keep it in his zone, now back around the boards. That is dumped out of the zone, all the way onto the stick of Rafai. Now looking to get it out of the zone, here is number 43, Brian Zastak. Now a shot taken by corner, he whiffed on that one, and that'll go back onto the far corner of the ice. Now a 5-on-5 opportunity, power play over. Here's Josh Spungen, he centers it. No one was home. Now they'll go back over to Gigliotta. We're gonna dump it in the zone, and that'll go behind the net. Pass intercepted there here at center ice. Now coming the other way is Capizano. But no one was home as number 43, Brian Sastak, had to come back on sides. Now fighting for the puck. Back out to the point. Looking to get it out of the zone is Paramus Catholic. They're able to with an odd man rush. Here is Paramus Catholic. They take a shot and they score. That was Alan Maggie for the first goal of the game. So a 1-0 lead for the Paramus Catholic Paladins with a nice shot there from the junior.
What a move right there. In and out with the puck. Keep on cut through the middle. Then the pennant goal. I mean, what a goal by Paramus.
That was a great wrist shot there. They had the odd man rush. They knew they had numbers, and they took advantage of that. And now coming the other way, another opportunity, another odd man rush, and another shot taken there. That's stopped by Rafai. Back out to the point. Shot taken, that goes wide. Now back out again. Fighting for the puck now behind the net. Here is Clack on it. Now to bring it up the ice the other way is Capizano, Joey Capizano. Capizano had the puck pickpocketed out of it from him. Now that's dumped out of the zone by Clack. Behind his own goal, here is Wolfson. Taylor lost a stick. And now it'll go back for Chris Wolfson to retrieve. Now Chris Wolfson with a nice move there and a hard hit delivered at center ice. No penalty called. That was a clean hit. This is a scrappy game here at the Ice Vault. Back around the goal. Here's Shepline on it. Shepline now to bring it up the length of the ice. Alex Shepline almost lost it there as Zach Taylor was in his way. Here's Shepline. Did not have numbers to his advantage. Shepline passes it back out. Now to the point. Wolfson takes a slap shot. That goes wide. Back around the goal. Another shot taken. That goes up and behind the goal. Kindler just able to keep it in the zone, looking at his options. He'll just dump it to the other end of the ice. Avella looked to keep it in, was unable to. Now, here is Wolfson. That'll go back behind the goal. 3:40 to play in this first period. Back out to the point, a shot taken, nice save in front of the net. Now fighting for it on the far corner of the boards. Now some miscommunication from Wayne. Now a hard hit delivered there by Kindler. Now here comes Caden Avella, and a hard hit delivered on the near boards. Avella is down, and a penalty is called. So Rafai will make his way to the bench, and Avella is down, and now a scrum in front of the net. It's a scrappy game. Avella was slammed into the near boards. The coaching staff coming out to look at him. And right after that, there was a scrum right in front of the net of the goalie, Madison Cotta.
Two players from Paramus running into Caden Avella right into the wall, and then he just shut down. And then, like you said, two players on Wayne and Paramus got to a little tussle right there. So I mean,
so both teams are just in front of their own bench, talking this over. A couple of players, we saw them in warm-ups talking to each other. Some of them are friends from youth hockey. And that's what we see in a lot of games where these players grew up playing with each other. They know how each other play. But when it comes to a high-stakes high school game like this, that's when it can get scrappy. And that's what we're seeing tonight with so much on the line. So the winner of tonight's game is going to play the winner of West Milford and Clifton. I believe they actually already played earlier today. We'll find out the score for you. And that game will be on Wednesday night right here at the Ice Vault. Again, Paramus Catholic with a 1-0 lead over Wayne. Coaching staff now tending to number 91, Caden Avella, and he's able to get up. And with some help, he will make his way off of the ice. So we're waiting to see what the penalty call is going to be. It'll likely be more than just a minor penalty. They will probably assess it a double minor or a major. We'll see what the call is. It could be for interference. So they will assess a 5-minute major penalty on Alan Maggie. That's the second time in the penalty box in this game. Paramus Catholic coach speaking with the refs, trying to get an explanation of why the major penalty was assessed. But as we've seen, they are going to call these penalties. They're not going to really let them play and get away with something like this, even though it is such a high-stakes game.
Let's see if Wayne can bounce back from Kate Avella's hit right there.
Currently, Wayne is leading in shots 7-6, but they are down a goal. Paramus Catholic had an odd-man advantage earlier on in the period, and they were able to score.
Well, it looks like a major penalty right here. 5 minutes in the penalty box right now.
But it'll now be Wayne on the power play for 5 minutes. The ref still talking to the Paladins coach, just trying to get an explanation here. Looks like they're going to send John Silwa into the penalty box as well. So I'm not really sure what the call is, but we're waiting to hear it because Paramus Catholic does have 4 players out on the ice. Wayne does have 5. so I would expect it to be a 5-on-3, but that's not the case. And now play is back underway. This faceoff is one back. Here's Wolfson. He whiffed on that pass.
5-minute major penalty against
And
number
now that
24,
hit the
Alan
ceiling.
McGee of Paramus Catholic for boarding and 10-minute misconduct.
So it is Alan McGee. He got a 5-minute boarding penalty and then another 10-minute game misconduct. Now this faceoff is won back by Wayne. Here's Capizano on it. Back over to Capizano, looking to get something going here on this power play with less than 3 minutes to play in the period. And offsides is the call. This faceoff is one back. Here's Capizano on it. He'll dump it in, and that'll hit the ceiling again. Now this faceoff is won back by Wayne. That'll go all the way back to Wolfson. Here's Chris Wolfson on it now. He'll pass it around the goal over to Capizano. Here's Joey Capizano. His pass deflected there. Now looking to clear it out of the zone. Wayne needs to get something going on this power play. This is a huge opportunity for them. And now they're bringing up the ice. Here's Chris Wolfson using his speed. He has Dreesy. Wolfson all the way in for himself, and they score! That was number 77, Brady Dreesy, to tie this game up. A beautiful pass in front of the goal from Chris Wolfson, the captain.
I mean, they bounced back from a 0-1 lead to a 1-1 tie. So I mean, so let's see what can go on in 2 minutes in this first quarter. First period.
So now with 2:08 to play in the first period, we are all tied up. Using the power play to their advantage. It was Wolfson in, using his speed, heavily contested there on his way to the goal. And then he had Dreesy wide open, just passed it to him right in front of the net. Great job there from Wayne.
Wayne goal scored by number 72, Nate Ashkenazi.
Excuse me, that was Nate
Assisted by
Ashkenazi, number
19,
72,
Chris
on the
Wolfson.
goal.
2 minutes remain in the opening period, tied at 1.
Now fighting forward on the near end of the boards. Back around the goal. Still on the power play as it was a major penalty that was assist. Now here's Wolfson in again. That was Ashkenazi's first goal of the season. Now passed out to Capizano. He takes a shot and looking for the second opportunity. And a whistle is blown. And it will be Chris Wolfson to the penalty box. I believe cross-check was the call. So now we will have 4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes, and then it'll go back to the power play for Wayne, barring any goals. This will bleed into the second period.
Minor penalty against number
Now this
19
faceoff
of
is
Wayne,
one
Chris
back
Wolfson, 2
behind the
minutes
goal.
to roughing.
Now over to Spungen. Back around to Shepline. Here's Alex Shepline on it. He'll bring it around his own goal. Passed all the way up the ice to Spungen. Here's Josh Spungen. Spungen with some numbers, and he has that broken up there by Gugliotta. And Dreesy was there, but unable to keep it in the zone.
Final minute of the first period.
Here's Shepline on it again. Alex Shepline. To bring it across center ice. And a hard hit there going into the boards with Nathan Clack. Now here's Clack to bring it up the ice. 40 seconds to play in the period. That's turned over. And now here is Dreesy to keep it in the offensive zone. 30 seconds to play. Back around the goal with 20 seconds. Looking to clear it out. Here's Zach Taylor now to dump it into the offensive zone as the clock is winding down with 10 seconds to play in the period. And now with 5 seconds chasing after it, but they won't get any more opportunities in this period. And there is the buzzer for the end of the period.
Paramus Catholic 1.
This game is all tied up at 1. We will be back for first period recap and second period action in just a few moments. And now welcome back to the Ice Vault as we are getting ready for the second period. This game is all tied up at 2 with the goal scored for Wayne by number 72, Nate Ashkenazi. The freshman from Wayne Valley scoring his first goal of the season. We have a great game here tonight. Fast-paced, a lot of action back and forth, and we are going to start this period off with a 4-on-4 after those penalties at the end of the first period that are going to carry over. And this face-off is won back by Paramus. Now this is turned over to bring it up the ice the other way is Ashkenazi. Here's Ashkenazi. He takes it. He leaves it back for Spungen. Shot taken. That was blocked in front of the goal. Now back on the near boards. He'll take it around his own goal. And now passed up the ice to Kobayashi. Now that is cleared up and turned over. Here's Shepline on it. Shepline past the 10 there for Ashkenazi, unable to maintain possession of the puck, and now that'll go back to Shepline. Alex Shepline. Turns it over. Here's Taylor on it. He'll pass it across the ice. Almost collided there with his own man. That was Drisi and Ashkenazi. Now to bring it into the offensive zone, Taylor will dump it in. It'll go behind the goal of Rafai. Here's Shepline on it. Back around. And now Spungen. He'll give it up to Wolfson. Wolfson using his speed to bring it in all by himself. And a weak shot put on goal, and a nice save there by Kata. So now Wayne back on the power play. No longer a 4-on-4, looking to capitalize on this one. Now this face-off is won by Paramus Catholic, but Wayne was looking to keep it in the offensive zone, unable to. That'll go all the way back to their own goal and steered wide by Rafai. And now a wraparound shot, no good. And now here's Spungen looking to bring it up the ice the other way, and now that's dumped in. With 35 seconds to go on the power play for Wayne. Game all tied up at 1. And now whistle is blown. And now another penalty is called. This time it'll be on Wolfson. His second penalty of the game.
I mean, already in 2 minutes into this period, there's already a penalty. I mean, you can tell by the first period this was going to be a rough game, and they're going to give us a rough game.
2 guys will go to the box. It'll be Mike Gigliotta for Paramus Catholic and Chris Wilson for Wayne. So Wayne on the power play. Those were incidental minors. Now this faceoff is won back by Paramus Catholic. They are shorthanded here. Now dumped all the way around the boards. Now able to keep it in the zone. And now still looking to clear it out.
Minor penalty for holding against both the
Now here
Paladins
comes
and
Shepline
Wayne.
the other way. 5 seconds to go on the power play. He'll just take a shot. That'll go high of the goal.
Wayne, number 19, Chris Wolfson.
And that'll do it for the power play. We are back to 5-on-5 hockey. Now with a breakaway opportunity in all by himself. And a nice save there by Rafai. Shot taken there by Zach Taylor. Taylor came out of the box. He was waiting for it undetected by Wayne. And Rafai was ready.
I mean, what a save right there for Wayne. 1-on-1, Paramus and Wayne. Wayne got that one. What a save.
Now this faceoff is won by the Paladins, still looking to keep it in the offensive zone. And now Shepline will give it over to the Nubio. Now to bring it up the ice here is Sastak, Brady Sastak, over to Kindler, and Kindler couldn't hold possession of that puck. And here is Shepline on it now. Heavily contested here by Rapparelli, back around the goal. Alex Shepline. He'll give it over to Sastak. Now back to Kornhaber. Now a shot taken from a wide angle and a nice save there by Rafai. Here's Brian Sastak now to bring it up the ice, but he was slowed down there in front of the Paladins bench. And now Shepline will give it up the ice. Here's Sastak. Back out to the point. And now another hard hit delivered. And another penalty is called. So Wayne, see what the call is. It'll be Brian Sastak to the box. So these refs have been calling everything in this game.
You're right, penalty after penalty, and it's only 4 minutes into the second period, and they're already having a battle between these two teams. Let's see if these two teams can calm down and play the game right.
So it'll now be Paramus Catholic on the power play. Taking the faceoff is going to be Josh Spungen. But the ref is still at the window talking to the game officials. This faceoff is won back by Wayne. Back to Shepline. Shepline looking to clear it out. That'll go back out to the point. A shot taken, and they score! That was Nathan Clack to score for the Paramus Catholic Paladins. Early on, just 7 seconds into the power play. He got injured early on in the game. Now he came back and he scored.
What a shot right there. What a long shot, actually. Right through the goalie's gloves. Went in, Paramus up 2-1. What a goal.
Now back out. Here is Wolfson. He'll give it over to Shepline. And here's Chris Wolfson to dump it in.
11:10 remaining in the middle period. Paramus Catholic goal scored.
Now
by
back
number
out to the
13,
point. Shot
Nathan
taken.
Clack.
And a nice save
By
there
number 10,
by
Ben
Cotta.
Smith, and number 8, Brian Rapparelli. 2-1 Paramus Catholic. 11:03 remaining in the second.
Now this face-off is won by Nguyen. Back out to the point. Here's Shepline. Shepline takes a shot. Blocked in front of the net. Now unable to keep it in the zone. And now that'll go back to Clack. But Shepline will dump it in. Steered wide by Kata. Now that's dumped in. It'll go back behind the goal. And that'll be left for Shepline. Now back out to the point. Another shot taken. And that is steered wide. That's put on goal, but Shepline was there to block it before it got to the goalie. Looking to dump it out, unable to. Now able to keep it in the zone. Another shot taken. That goes high and wide. But Paramus Catholic unable to touch it as it would have been offside. Just under 10 minutes to go in the second period. Here is Josh Spungen on the puck. Here's Spungen. That's passed up the ice. Now dumped in front of the goal. Now back out to the point and a weak shot taken. That is steered wide by Rafai. This face-off is won by the Paladins. Now a shot taken from the point. That's steered down and back behind the goal. Now a wraparound shot and a nice job with the poke check. That puck is centered and whiffing on the shot was Rubin. And now back to retrieve is going to be Kobayashi. He's double teamed here. Now that's almost turned over. And now passed up the ice. But nice defense there by Belinsky. And now here's Belinsky to bring it into the offensive zone. Back around the boards. Now fighting for the puck. Multiple players ended up down on the ice. Now that's centered. Whipping on the shot was Capizano. Now looking to center it again. He centers. No one was home. Now back to Drusi. Hill center. And yet again, no one was there to put that shot in. And the goalie for Paramus Catholic, Madison Kata, is injured.
A lot of injuries in this game right now. I mean, Kane Avella in the first period, and now Paramus is goalie.
The backup goalie for the Paladins is number 30, Matthew DeMeo. He's only a freshman. We'll see if he'll have to find his way into this game. He has played in 6 games this year. His save percentage is around 87%. So on Wayne Hills TV, we have multiple talk shows. They include Rico and Hook, The Final Whistle, Against the Ropes, and multiple others. But the one I want to point out, our number one talk show is Rico and Hook, hosted by your host, Jason Hook, and Jake Kellerico, along with Marissa Tules. They talk about everything relating to sports on the episode that just came out today at 5 p.m. They spoke about everything from the Super Bowl to the Yankees to every sport in between. But, you know, they don't really talk about hockey too much. So
well, we have someone chirping in our ear.
As we now see,
we
Madison Cotta is going to end it. She is going to stay in this game after being looked at by the training staff.
We do have someone chirping in our ear about Rico and Hook, and that is Jason Hook as himself. And he said he loves
Then how
hockey.
come you don't talk about it, Jason?
They can't hear me.
I love hockey. We don't talk about it because, you know what? Listen, sometimes not much goes on in the NHL. But you know what? If it does, we will talk about hockey on the #1 sports talk show, Rico on the Hook. Now let me do my duties as the cameraman.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. Nothing goes on in the NHL. There's blockbuster trades all the time. There's great games. But here we are talking about the high school hockey game as a shot is taken there by Kindler and a nice save by Madison Kata. Now this faceoff is won back. A shot taken from the point from Shepline. That goes wide. Fighting for it in front of the goal, and it was covered. Again, a scrappy game.
Looks like Paramus and Nguyen getting into a little bit of tussle right there. Let's see if they can both calm down.
And now taking the faceoff is going to be Kindler. This faceoff is won back by the Paladins. Now that came out of the zone. Offsides would be the call. Now that goes back over to Rapparelli and around the goal for Wayne. Tripped up was Burke, and now here's Kindler. He'll center it, but unable to handle that pass was Potter. Now to bring it up the other way, in towards the goal, and a nice save on the second opportunity. Another great save from Rafai. And now here is Burke. Burke bringing it up the ice the other way. Centers it, but that was nicely broken up there on the defense. Now we have a fast-paced game. A shot taken and a nice block there. Back around the goal, unsure where the puck was Rafai. That'll go back out to the point to Kobayashi. He takes a shot. Another one rings wide of the goal. And now another hard hit delivered here in front of the goal. Now here's Wolfson. He'll take a high shot. That'll go up into the netting and out of play. Now this faceoff is won by Wayne. Here's Vecchione on it. And another whistle is blown. It'll be number 10, Ben Sin, going to the box for the Paladins. Wayne Hockey will now go to the power play. Now this faceoff is won back out to the point. Here's Wolfson on it. He'll give it back over to his fellow defenseman. That goes wide of the goal. Now here's Spongin. Across the ice and nicely broken up there by Taylor. Now around the goal, here's Wolfson. Minute 40 to go on this power play. Here's Chris Wolfson to bring it up the ice. He has options, but he'll elect to bring it in by himself. His shot goes wide. Took a weird bounce there, and now looking for the breakaway, and taking a shot was Taylor. That goes wide of the goal. And the Paladins just looking to kill this power play. Now still able to get it out of the zone was Paramus Catholic. Here's Spongin to give it over to Wolfson. And now that's dumped in back behind the goal. Here's Chris Wolfson on it. Wolfson now to bring it across his own blue line, unable to. And now fighting for it on the breakaway. A shot taken, nice save there by Rafai. That shot taken there by Mike Igliota.
A lot of great stops by Paramus right now.
And now here's Wolfson in by himself, and he delivers a hard hit at center ice.
Excuse me, sorry. A lot.
And now turned over again, fighting for it, but some nice defense there by Spungen, and a penalty is called. Josh Spungen will go to the box for basically picking up number 26, Mike Gigliotta, and throwing him down onto the ice. So we'll have 23 seconds of 4-on-4, then it'll be the Paladins to the power play.
I mean, both of them were kind of stuck together. I mean, there's nothing you can do about that. But it was a minor penalty. He's gonna get out in 2 minutes. A lot of great defense right now by Paramus. They're stopping the puck by Wayne. They're pickpocketing it from them, and they are coming up with the puck. But unfortunately, as these last 15 shots, for Paramus, came up unlucky.
And now fighting for it, looking to clear it out. A shot taken here. Nice save. Now looking for the second opportunity, and they score. That was a goal by number 21, Zach Taylor, the senior.
I think I jinxed myself there. Now they have scored in their last 15 shots, and now that leads Paramus 3-1. Wayne losing by 2.
That was Taylor's 18th goal on the year and 35th point. Now that'll come back out to the point. Here now to bring it the other way is going to be Taylor again. He'll take another shot, and a nice save by Rafai.
Assisted by number 13, Nathan Clapp. 4:30 remains in the second period. Now 3-1 Paramus Catholic.
It looks like Paramus is getting to Wayne by their talking. I mean, they are in Wayne's heads. Let's see if Wayne can get out of this type of talking right now.
So now the refs talking to the scoring officials, discussing what should be the call here with who should be out on the ice, but so it looks like it'll be Kindler to come off the ice, and they're just looking to get it back onto the clock with the amount of time remaining on the power play. There's been a lot of stoppages in this game between injuries and penalties and just refs needing to discuss and break up some fights and kind of figure out what calls they're going to make. But now, in any event, Wayne down 3-1 with 4:30 to go in the second period. So a couple of bad penalties have led to some goals for Paramus Catholic, and that's exactly what they didn't want to do, as that's been an issue for them all season long, giving up too many penalties, and when their kill isn't that good, it makes it tough to get the wins.
I mean, as you're saying, a lot of fighting, a lot of toughness. I mean, they gave us this game. They gave us what they wanted us to see.
And now another shot taken, a nice save there by Rafai. And now back out to the point. Now back behind the goal. Looking at his options. This puck is centered, and it goes right through the crease. Now here is Clack on it. He takes a shot. That goes wide. And now a wide open goal for Paramus Catholic. That goal was scored by number 8, Brian Rapparelli. His 7th goal of the year, the freshman, to make it a 4-1 game for the Paladins.
Paramus is getting to Wayne. They are up 3 points already, and in the second period, they have already scored 2 goals in this period. 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second.
3 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the
So now
second
here's
period.
Danubio to bring it up the ice.
Paramus Catholic
Whistle is
goal
blown.
Scored by number 8, Brian Ramparelli. Assisted by number 21, Zachary Taylor, and number 26, Michael Gugliata.
Looks like
4-1 Paladins, 3:47 remaining in the second.
offsides by Nguyen here.
Now to take the faceoff, it's going to be Capizano. This faceoff is won back by Wayne. Here's Wolfson on it. And now here on the puck is going to be Gigliotta. And whistle is blown. It'll be high sticking.
Looks like another offsides, but by Paramus here.
Now to take the faceoff is going to be Capizano again. He'll unable to win it back. As now it goes back to Wolfson. Wolfson just to dump it back in the offensive zone. That stick down around center ice. Looking to get something going here. Now passed across to his fellow defenseman. Here's Ruben on it. Now turned over. Here's Wolfson to bring it up the ice the other way. Here's Chris Wolfson. He'll take a shot. That's blocked. Now back around the goal to Danubio. He'll send it back the other way. And now to bring it up with an odd man rush. Now that's dumped up the ice, a miscommunication, and icing will be called. Now this faceoff is won back, and it'll go out of the zone. Wayne is going to need to work quickly, down 3 goals with 2.5 minutes to play in the second period. Now this is dumped in and back behind the goal. Here's Belinsky on it. And now to turn it over. Back to retrieve is going to be Dreesy. And now here's Belinsky again. Out of the reach of Potter, but able to get it out of the zone. Nice stick movement there by Taylor. And now another penalty will be called. That'll be a penalty on Michael Belinsky. He just kind of held the Paladins player to the boards. It'll likely be either boarding or interference. So these penalties just keep stacking up for Wayne. And like I said, this has been an issue all season long for them.
Already 10 penalties in this period. And it looks like Wayne has more.
10 penalties?
It looks like Wayne has more than Paramus. See if they can make that lower.
Now that's passed across at the point. Here's Clack on it. He'll take a shot. That'll go wide.
2 minutes for roughing.
It'll be a roughing call on Belinsky. This is centered and turnover. Now to bring it up the ice the other way. Ashkenazi was knocked down at center ice. Now here's Shepline on it to dump it in. It'll go right into the glove of Kata. Now, 1:19 to play in the period. On the puck behind the goal is Clack. He'll give it over to Taylor, using his speed in by himself. And a nice job by Wolfson to break that up. Now back around the goal and to the point, and that'll go out of the offensive zone. Now less than a minute to play, and now that's turned over. Here's Ashkenazi. He takes a shot. Nice save. And on the second opportunity, they score. Josh Spungen with the goal. That is Josh Spungen's 8th goal of the year to shorten the lead to 2. So it was a nice save by Kata. Ashkenazi was in all by himself after that turnover, and Spungen was there for the second opportunity.
And that was my key player tonight, Spungen with his assist.
That was a short-handed goal for Josh Spungen. They've scored a couple of those this season.
Excuse me, not assist, goal. That puts them up behind 2, but let's see if they can come back in this third period.
So now a 2-goal game with less than a minute to play in the second period.
Assisted by number 72, Nate Ashkenazi. 35 seconds remain in the second
Now that's
period.
dumped in and steered wide by Kata.
Paramus Catholic leads.
So some miscommunication on that penalty kill just now from the Paladins. And that was easily turned over to Ashkenazi. And now in, taking a shot. And now an injured player down on the ice for Paramus Catholic. And no penalties called, but the fans and the coaches are not happy that there was no call on that play. So another injured player down on the ice. These injuries just keep stacking up in this game.
I mean, that's what hockey's all about. Blood, sweat, and tears. That's what's put into this game. And it looks like tears are put in this game right now. A lot of hurt people in this game. Already.
That was so down injured on the ice is Zach Taylor. He had a goal in this game.
That was already three injured players. Actually, four. Four. Paramus goalie. This is already 4 injuries in this game.
So they're looking to help him off the ice. Hopefully he's okay, but the refs have called a lot in this game, but there have been some missed calls. Just a lot of penalties overall.
I mean, almost 12 seconds, almost into the third period, and someone gets hit in the face by Wayne.
And now helped off the ice is Taylor. Training staff has had to work hard tonight. It's been a tall task for them dealing with all these injuries.
Yeah, let's give some great props to Icefall Medic team.
Now 12 seconds to go in the period. So still on the kill is going to be Wayne. It's still Belinsky in the box. Now that's passed around the boards as the clock is winding down in this period. And that is going to do it. So in this period, we've had 3 goals. Paramus Catholic scored 2, and Wayne scored 1. That last Wayne goal scored by Josh Spungen. So now a 4-2 lead for Paramus Catholic. We will be back for a second period recap and third period action in just a few moments. And now welcome back to the Ice Vault as we are getting set for the third period. Paramus Catholic with a 4-2 lead over Wayne Hockey. That was an eventful second period. A lot of penalties called, and they proved to hurt Hills. But there is still another period of hockey to be played. Now this faceoff is won by Wayne, and we are underway in the third period here at the Ice Vault. Back around the boards. This is an elimination game, so it is all on the line here as a shot is taken. A nice save there by Rafai. The winner of this game will advance in this tournament and play on Wednesday right here at Ice Vault. Now here is Shupline to bring it in. He takes a shot and a nice save. And that goes all the way back, and icing is called. Now this face-off won back by Wayne. Shot taken on goal. That goes well wide. Now back out and fighting for it at center ice. Now Shepline will pass it up. Intended there for Sastak. Here's Kobayashi. Now at center ice, here's Sastak again. And that'll go back onto the stick of Alex Shepline. Shepline to pass it across the ice, and a diving stop there by Rubin. These players are leaving it all out on the ice tonight. They know how much of a big game this is in the league tournament. Now here's Wolfson. He has it broken up. Now that'll go back to Burke. That's dumped in and behind the goal. Almost turned over there. Now here's Shepline on it. He'll slow it down. Now to give it up to Sastak. And another hit was delivered, as this is a scrappy game. Steered wide by Rafai. And now here's Wolfson on it. Chris Wolfson to pass up the ice over to Kindler. And now that is just able to be kept in the zone there by Wolfson. And a great job to break that up there. Now taking a shot and a nice save by Rafai.
Good sequence by Paramus and Nguyen. Great shot by Paramus. Unfortunate to make up the goal, but Wayne saving that goal. So great little transaction there.
Now this face-off is won by Wayne to bring it up the ice. Here is Potter. Potter with a nice move, but he does not have numbers with him, and he is taken down. Now they'll go back to Kornhaber. Kornhaber just to dump it in. Now with a nice opportunity here is Paramus Catholic, a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Takes a shot. Saved by Rafai. Now this face-off is won back by Wayne. Now put on goal and broken up. Now here's Gigliotta. He'll put it on goal, a bouncing puck, but Rafai is able to steer it wide. So Wayne needs to start playing with some urgency, down 2 goals as we are nearing the halfway mark of this period. Now this faceoff is won by the Paladins. Now it'll go over to Wolfson. Wolfson to dump it up the ice. Here's Brandon Kindler to dump it in for himself. He has options. Brandon Kindler centers and couldn't corral it to put it on goal. Now that'll go back behind the goal. And now here is number 19, Chris Wolfson. Wolfson over to Sponger. Sponger takes a shot and a nice save. But the puck is still loose. That was a golden opportunity that Spungen could not score on. It was kind of a weak shot, and he had to kind of put it over the shoulder, either glove side or pad side of the goalie.
A lot of great puck movement with Wayne. They're in and out moves with the puck, and great passing with the puck as well. it's kind of leading them towards this third period. Let's see if they can keep on doing the same thing.
Now, almost turned over. Here's Potter on it. Potter now to give it over to Ashkenazi. Fighting for the puck, looking to keep it in the offensive zone, but now that's turned over to the Paladins. And now another penalty is going to be called on Wayne. They just keep stacking up. Actually, there will be no penalty. The ref had his arm up, but nothing will be called. This faceoff is won back by Wayne, but Kornhaber wasn't able to keep it in. Here's Luke Kornhaber going after the puck. And now here's McGee. He tries to center, but that's broken up by a player in white. They'll dump up the boards, back out to the point. Shot taken, and that's broken up. Here's Ashkenazi with a 3-on-2 opportunity. They have numbers. And a nice job there by the defense, but still in the offensive zone. That's put on net, back around the goal. Here's Capizano to the point. Wolfson takes a shot, and broken up in front of the net. And Wolfson able to just keep it in again. He'll put another one on net, and that'll be saved and goes out wide. Now to bring it up the other way is going to be Gigliotta. Less than 10 minutes to play. Now here's Chris Wolfson. This puck is turned over, and it'll go back to Shepline.
Only 9 minutes and 20 seconds for Wayne to come back. Let's see if they can do it. They're only down by 2.
For a moment there, Wayne had too many men out on the ice, but the refs didn't see it, so they didn't call it. But the fans of Paramus Catholic were yelling at the refs, looking for a call there. Now this face-off is won back by Wayne. Back out to the point. Here's Wolfson. He'll leave it over for Burke. Matthew Burke on it. Over to Shepline. Shepline from the point. He takes a shot. Goalie was screened, but the shot went just wide. Now Shepline not able to keep it in the offensive zone.
That puck was screaming with heat, but unfortunately that could not go in.
Now this is turnover. And now here's Spungen on it. That puck is turned over, back out to the point. Here's Shepline. And now finally, another scrum is breaking loose, fighting right by the goal. A choppy game as the Paramus Catholic players were not happy that Brandon Kindler took a shot after penalty was called, and it looked like Chris Wolfson just threw a punch, and these players are still going at it. So we'll see what the refs come up with here for penalties.
Too many count in that situation right there. No. After that goal shot, after refs blew their whistle, a lot of battle went on in that one.
These Paramus Catholic fans are not happy as they have a player. It looks like they might have 2 players in the box, but the refs are going to talk this over. Definitely will be Wolfson for Wayne as he's the one who threw the punch. So a lot of angry voices here voicing their opinion. but it definitely was started there by Wayne. So as we spoke about our shows on Wayne Hills TV, another show we have is called Against the Ropes, hosted by our boy Thomas T-Bone Emmerich and his tag team partner Taylor Berkowitz, a teacher at Wayne Hills. They talk about everything WWE. I'm not quite sure what they talk about.
Noah,
Jason, what's the problem?
Hey, that is Thomas T-Bone Emmerich.
That's what
and
I
Taylor
said.
Burke in Progress Berkowitz.
Okay.
You got to get the names right if you're going to promote this amazing, amazing wrestling show. The number one wrestling show I've ever gotten the pleasure of seeing live. Tune in every single week to hear my boys T-Bone and T-Burke talk about wrestling on Against the Ropes.
And now another player is going into the box for Paramus Catholic, and these fans are not happy. So it looks like there's 3 in the box now for the Paladins, and 2 are sitting in there right now for Wayne, but the refs are still talking this one over, trying to get everything straight. We're still awaiting the call.
Looks like Paramus fans are getting a little screamy right now. As Jason was talking about Against the Ropes, our boy T-Bone with Against the Ropes.
So we're still waiting to resume play here as the refs are still talking this one over. So this game is going extremely long with all of these conversations that the refs are forced to have. And both coaches want an explanation here. And now another player is going to make his way into the box. That's Brian Sastak for Wayne. So currently there's 3 players sitting in each penalty box.
But both players from each side are probably going to get the major penalty. I mean, both Paramus is 3 and Wayne's 3. I mean, they both broke out the fight. I mean, those are major penalties. Even the punch to the head by Wayne.
Yeah, it was Wolfson who threw the punch in. I thought the rule was in high school hockey where if you throw a punch, you get automatically thrown out of the game. But it looks like he's still sitting in the box, as the refs and the game officials are still looking to get this right. So with 8:26 to go in the third period, Paramus Catholic leading by a score of 4-2 currently. And now it looks like they have it all sorted out. Now both coaches are going to get an explanation.
A lot of time has been taken off the clock. Well, there's one little penalty for Wayne.
So the first one's up on the board. First one that they put up is Wolfson. He's getting 5 as of right now.
Looks like Paramus has penalty, minor penalty, 2 minutes.
That's now Zach Taylor receiving 2 minutes, as they're still sorting this out.
Excuse me, that's 4 minutes actually.
Now they're showing 4 minutes for Taylor. And now Coach Licio getting an explanation from the refs.
Just went on those last 2 penalties.
So now let's listen for the announcement from Mr. Hittinger to see what the final call is going to be, but it seems like they're still sorting this out.
The fight happened so quickly. They're trying to figure out who did what and how much time they should reserve.
So there's still 3 players in the box for each team. With 8:26 to go in the third period, Paramus Catholic still with a 4-2 lead.
And now Mr. Henninger with the announcement.
Wayne penalties.
So let's listen in.
Number 43, Brian Sastak, 2-minute minor for roughing. Chris Wolfson, number 19 of Wayne, 5-minute major for roughing. Number 21, Alex Shepline of Wayne, unsportsmanlike, 2-minute minor penalty.
So now we're playing 4-on-4 hockey.
Paramus Catholic penalties.
Now
2-minute minor for roughing.
another whistle is blown.
Number 13, Nathan Kalak. Minor penalty for roughing, number 26, Michael Gugliotta. And a double minor for roughing and unsportsmanlike, number 21, Paramus Catholic, Zachary Tipp.
Now here's Ashkenazi on it. He'll dump it in. That'll go back behind the goal. Here's Kobayashi on it. And now Kornhaber was fighting for it, but unable to maintain possession. As now coming the other way is going to be Rapparelli. He'll take a shot. Nice save by Rafai. Here's Rapparelli back out to the point. We're still playing 4-on-4 hockey. And now Rapparelli, he'll be an all by himself and nicely broken up in front of the goal. Now to bring it up the ice the other way is going to be Nate Ashkenazi. With options, he centers over to Spongin. Now back out to the point. Kornhaber takes a shot. That's broken up. And Luke Kornhaber gets absolutely violated on the near board. And now a 2-on-1 opportunity with numbers if they hurry. And a shot goes high and wide. And now Spongin chasing after the puck for Wayne. He doesn't have many options as he gets it over to Kindler. Kindler takes a shot, and that goes wide. Back out to the point. Kornhaber will just dump it into Kindler. Brandon Kindler now. He'll give it back out. Now a shot taken, and a nice save by Kata. Now back out to the point, another shot taken, that goes wide again. Less than 7 minutes to play, Wayne's gonna have to hurry. Here's Kornhaber on the puck. He'll pass it up over to Burke. Looking to keep it in the zone. Here's Kindler on it now, he'll dump it in. Now back to Kornhaber. Kornhaber will give it back in to Kindler. Here's Burke, back out to the point. Belinsky with the shot. That's broken up in front of the net. And now fighting for it, and that's poked away. Now that'll be cleared out of play, and icing will be called.
And had a good attempt with a slap shot, but came on unfortunate with it. But then Wayne coming in with a dive, trying to dive and try to get the puck. But then
now, multiple players made their way out of the box, back out onto the ice. We're still going to be at 4-on-4. But a couple of those minors ended. This face-off won back by Spongin. Now that's turned over to bring it up the other way. It's going to be Gigliotta. He takes a shot. Saved by Rafai. And now that'll go over to Spongin. Here's Josh Spongin on it. He'll give it up the ice. Now to Shepline, who is leveled. Here's Ashkenazi. He'll dump it in. And now that's turned over. Here's Spongin. He centers. No one was home. Back out to Dreesy. Now here's Spongin on it. He has a wide open lane over to Ashkenazi. He takes a shot and nicely broken up by the defense. Back around, looking for the wraparound, unable to get it. And now clearing it out of the zone. Odd man rush if they hurry. As he's unable to maintain possession. Here's Ashkenazi now to bring it back in the zone. Now Spongin on it. Spongin gives it in. Shot taken and a nice save. That was a weak shot by Ashkenazi. I feel like he could have done more with that.
Yeah. Well, Wayne Hills comes up unfortunate with the shots. 23 shots on goal, only 2 made, but great defense by Paramus Catholic with their defense.
Now his face-off is one back, a shot taken, and that's saved by Kata. Now a high pass, that's kept in the zone by Belinsky. Belinsky will pass it across the ice over to Burke. Here's Matthew Burke. That'll come back out to Kornhaber. It'll go around the boards. Now into Burke. Here's Kornhaber. Back to Kindler. Now to Kornhaber again. Luke Kornhaber gets stripped up there. No penalty is called. And now that's steered wide of the goal. Zach Taylor almost about to make his way back out onto the ice, and we're going to have a 5-on-4 in favor of the Paladins for a moment, as now this is passed across the ice. No one was there. Bad pass. Now here's Kindler on it. Unable to center it as the defense was there to break it up. Now coming the other way with an odd man rush. Here is Zach Taylor. He leaves it for a teammate. A shot taken. That goes up into the netting. Nice shot there by McGee. Now 4:14 to play in the third period. The Paladins still on the power play. This faceoff won back by Wayne, and that'll be dumped into the opposition. That is steered wide now. Now sent up the ice, and that'll go wide of the goal. Less than 4 minutes to play now. This comes back over to Clack. And now this is dumped in. Once we go back to 5-on-5 hockey, we'll keep our eye on the goalie, Rafai. Down 2 goals, 3.5 minutes to play. Here's Clack on it. Clack will give it over to Taylor. Here's Zach Taylor to bring it up into the offensive zone with some nice moves. He drives in and he scores! Zach Taylor makes it a 5-2 game in favor of the Paladins with 3:22 to play in the third period. And this Wayne team knows that's basically going to do it, down 3 goals.
With only 3 minutes left, it could be possible, but with this crowd and Paramus Catholic defense, they might win.
Now this faceoff is won by the Paladins with the odd man rush.
In the third period,
Shot taken, that save there.
Paramus Catholic goal scored by number 21, Zachary Taylor. Assisted by number 24, Alan McGee. And number 93, Chris Kobayashi. 5-2 Paramus Catholic. 3 minutes remain in the third period.
Now here's Kindler on it. He takes a shot. That's broken up and a nice save. Now that's dumped out of the zone. Back to Wolfson. We'll still keep our eye on Rafai. Now here's Kindler. Kindler will give it in to Burke. And that's broken up. Unable to keep it in the offensive zone. Now a hard hit delivered. Going flying there was Mike Igliota, and he is down on the ice. His glove went flying onto the bench of Wayne. Now the training staff will have to make their way back out onto the ice yet again.
I mean, with 2 minutes and 33 seconds, it's really no idea to hit check them in this late of the third period. So see if it's okay.
So now another penalty will be assessed, but at this point, if you're Nguyen, you just want this game to be over. Down 5-2, 2:33 to play. Yeah, Gigliotta's able to get up. It'll now be Alex Shepline in the box serving 5 minutes, but with 2:33 to play and an unlikely overtime, he won't be serving that long. So now the Paladins back on to their power play.
5-minute major penalty against number 21, Alex Shepline of Wayne for head contact.
And now this is turned over. Here's Kobayashi on it. And now back behind the goal. This is centered. Another shot taken and a nice save there by Rafai. Danubio will clear it up the ice. 2 minutes to play. Now here's Kobayashi on it. He takes a shot and a nice save.
1 minute and 48 seconds. It looks like Paramus Catholic has taken this one.
Now this faceoff is one back out to the point. Shot taken, and they score! That was Nathan Clack with the goal, his second goal of the game, to make it a 6-2 lead for the Paladins over Wayne. He took a nice shot there from the point.
It was a great shot, right in the right down corner. Great shot, great angle, beautiful goal by Paramus Catholic.
Now the clock is winding down. I mean, Wayne really did play a decent first period. They went into the locker room after the first, only down 1. They came back in the second, scored a goal, but they did give up 2. So that it was 4-2 at the end of the second period. And then that kind of make it a tough uphill climb from there. So overall, not the game they wanted. And in this bracket, Wayne was the 1 seed, and they just went down to the 8 seed in this tournament, who delivered probably one of their best performances of the season, as another shot is put on goal and saved by Rafai. But as we said from the start, Wayne has had their struggles all season long, only 6 wins. But a lot of those losses have been pretty close games. They've had 3 ties, and they've also been blown out a few times as well.
As you're saying, they were the first seed, but they are a second and third period team, but this game did not happen.
Final minute of the third period.
No.
So, I mean, like we said, Wayne, they had an opportunity. Paramus Catholic, not a good team. Only, I believe it's 4 wins on the year. But Wayne really did not play with their full effort tonight. As another penalty, I believe, is now going to be assessed. Wayne has had their penalty struggles all season long, as we now have another player going to the box for Wayne. That'll be Chris Wolfson. It'll now be 5-on-3, but it's not going to matter the Paladins with a 6-2 lead over Wayne.
Yeah, with 42 seconds left, it's really not going to matter. Paramus Catholic is up 6-2. Looks like it's game right here.
So now with the 5-on-3 here,
Minor penalty
anything
against number
else they
19,
get is
Chris
just going to be
Wilson
nice for them.
2 minutes for roughing.
But this is just the leagues tournament. There is still the state tournament coming up. They will likely get an away game in that first round of the tournament as Paramus Catholic scores another goal. This time it was scored by Chris Kobayashi with 16.7 seconds. And honestly, at this point, that's just kind of mean.
Yeah, honestly, Paramus Catholic came in this game getting a beat down by Wayne, so it looks like it didn't kind of deserve, but it was a very, very
Timeout called by
gesture.
Paramus Catholic.
So now Paramus Catholic calls a timeout. I'm not really sure why.
Number 21, Zachary Taylor, and number 26, Michael Gugliotti.
I'm not sure why they would call a timeout with only 16 seconds left. But it
Looks-
seems like the coach has a message for the team. Probably something along the lines of, when you're shaking hands, don't get into a fight.
Don't get into a fight, indeed. They have been fighting the whole entire game. Well, it looks like they're going to get into a fight after they score the goal in less than 16 seconds.
16.7 remains in the third period. Paramus Catholic leads 7-2.
So Paramus Catholic now with a 7-2 lead over Wayne. And overall, just not a good showing from this Wayne team. They're not the same team they were last season. Last season, they were a pretty good team. They won the Passaic County Tournament, which this team lost this year when they lost to Passaic, when they lost to PCTI. And overall, Wayne ultimately just did not show up tonight as Paramus Catholic pulls off the upset over Wayne Hockey with a final score of 7-2. The Paladins showed up and Wayne did not. And that was the final line tonight in this game.
Here at the Ice Bowl. Once again, the final, Paramus Catholic 7, Wayne 2. Have a great
So
night,
Kareem
everybody. Drive home
Rafai
safely.
let up 7 goals in that tonight. And now these teams are just going to shake hands. Hopefully there won't be any extracurricular activities out there on the court. And then on that note, on the ice. I called it the court. And in that case, that is going to wrap things up for us here at the Ice Vault. Once again, the final score 7-2 with Paramus Catholic winning and advancing on to the semifinal round. For Danny Conturso and our entire Wayne Hills TV crew, I have been Noah Sandler, and we will see you next time right here on Wayne Hills TV.